Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall and Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall and Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Last evening, just a little after 5:30, we were dispatched for a motor vehicle accident rollover with the occupant trapped underneath the vehicle. While the crews were en route, we were then informed that there was a second patient also, unknown status of the injuries. Upon arrival, we found a vehicle off of the roadway on Homestead in the area of Elderberry. The vehicle was resting on its roof. There were a number of bystanders in the area, one of which came running up to me and said that they had moved the vehicle, thus pulling the person out from underneath. Therefore, the extrication part had been diminished. Our crews then came in, provided patient care. We determined that both patients required flight. However, the local helicopter was available. We would have had to wait in a prolonged period for the second one. First patient went out by Mercy Air 21 from the scene. Second patient was transported to Desview, where I learned later it was transported by air.
Both patients possibly ejected?
It's unknown as to whether they were ejected or they crawled out on their own. At least one may have crawled out on their own. We're uncertain. I know the Sheriff's Office was investigating that to see exactly how that happened and how that patient became trapped underneath the vehicle.
The roadway was blocked by Mercy Air, landed on scene by Nye County Sheriff's deputies. Does this appear that it was around a corner or an overcorrection, or was another vehicle involved? Do you know?
Don't know for certain. In that particular area, it is a straight road, where it meets Elderberry and Homestead. So unknown whether there was an overcorrection issue of some type or whether there was just a loss of control.
Good intentioned bystanders. The fact that they removed the patient from underneath the vehicle at the time instead of waiting for you guys to remove it, could that have caused more injury or what?
It can pose a precarious situation if, in fact, there is no immediate threat of the vehicle rolling over further, or if there's no immediate threat of fire, for example, or there's no other scene hazard that would negatively impact the patient. Probably, unless you're trained, the best thing to do is allow the situation to remain static until the fire and rescue arrive on location, stabilize, and then remove a patient in a very systematic approach. We could unintentionally cause more harm to the patient by moving them in such cases, especially if we're trying to rock a vehicle off of it. It may actually come back and cause more harm. Again, I think you summed it up well. Great intentions have to be followed up with good execution so we don't cause more harm.